said the only constant is change in college football. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Conrad. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Terrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're facing a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Conrad. Throws to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. Fights off the defender. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the back. Is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Barmore. Swings it out to his running back. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Stanford. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Flips it out to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Caught near the sticks. It's Acho. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This quarterback part of their running game. It's a fumble on the play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Barmore. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Acho. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Acho. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Barmore. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0, but David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
This is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to being in this position. I think it's going to take one effort, one individual great play to finally wake this team up and get them back some momentum.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a great into the open. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Back to pass, it's Barmore. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work. Trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Conrad. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Tosses it incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Terrell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's Acho. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Conrad. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Acho. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Conrad. Right down the middle. He's got him wide open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. And they're going to send out the field goal unit and take the offense off the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's still running after the move. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. Gets it out quickly. Oh, what a move to get room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Garrett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This is a fun spot to be in defensive. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Conrad. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They want that clock to run. Oh, what a move. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. They'll try the run.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll leave it with him. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.